So the Utah County Sheriff's Office Major Crimes Task Force was conducting an investigation, which led them up here to West Jordan City. During their attempts at apprehension, there was an altercation between the task force officers and the subject that they were attempting to apprehend, and shots were fired by members of that task force. One officer from that task force was evaluated by medical on scene and released, and the subject involved in the shooting was transported to a local hospital in stable condition. Any additional updates or information about this case are going to come from Utah County Sheriff's Office. That's where we are right now.
Are you able to say when that person who was transported, were they shot? Were they, or were they injured in a wreck of some kind?
That's part of what the West Valley OICI team is going to be investigating is whether or not there were shots that have been fired, how many shots, whether the subject was struck by those shots, all of those things. But yeah, it's the West Valley officer involved critical incident team that is running that protocol. So.
Can you at least explain the other scene on the other side of the street?
What do you mean?
There's another scene there, right? Can you explain?
This is all one big scene. So starting back from about 1900 West, right here to 1825 West, this is all part of the same scene.
Can we
So
say
it went
it
for a
started
block
right
or
there?
two then?
What's that?
It progressed for a block or two this way now?
I'm not sure on exactly all the details as far as why the vehicles are here and why the scene goes all the way up there, but I do know that, again, that's part of what OICI team is going to be investigating, what West Valley is going to be looking into.
Were they following the vehicle from Utah County, or?
My understanding is that Utah County Major Crimes Task Force was doing an investigation that led them to a suspect who was up here in West Jordan.
You know what the subject of that investigation was? Meaning what he was being investigated for?
I'm not sure on that.
Sergeant Hercules, can we call this a pursuit since it involved vehicles? And apparently there was a chase too.
I don't have enough information to say that it was a pursuit. What I can say is during the course of when those officers were attempting to apprehend this subject, there was some sort of altercation, and that's when shots were fired. So.
There's a lot of different members, a part of a major crime task force. Can you elaborate on which agencies were involved?
I don't know all the agencies that are involved with Utah County's Major Crimes Task Force. I think that'd be a better question for Utah County. I just don't know all the different units that participate in that task force.
And it's also my understanding West Jordan PD wasn't actually part of this, right? You guys just
Correct.
came to assist with the scene after the shooting, right?
Correct. Yeah, that's correct.
And so to be clear, you're not confirming that the guy was shot?
I don't have enough information to say the individual was shot. I think it's that's part of, like I said, what West Valley's investigating.
One of the team group was checked by the doctor. You say something like that?
By medical personnel on scene.
What was the reason?
I'm not positive.
Is there just one suspect, or are there others that were being pursued?
I don't know how many suspects there were on scene. I don't know how many that they were investigating. Sorry, I don't have that information.
Back to the original operation.
Sorry, what was that?
Back to the original operation. Did the suspect open fire to the officers?
That's part of what West Valley OICI team is going to be investigating. I'm not sure. I know that there was an altercation between the suspect and the officers who were attempting apprehension.
Was the altercation outside of the vehicle? How we saw a car that was pinned by some officers. Can you explain how that happened?
I can't explain that. I know that's part of what is going to be investigated by the protocol team, and those details will come out at a later time once we have better information. And that information will be released by Utah County Sheriff's Office and through the course of the investigation, obviously with the District Attorney's Office and all of that stuff. But I don't have enough information to release on that.
My
So
original question: did the altercation happen outside or inside the vehicle?
I'm not sure on that either.
So there were two SUV vehicles. Were there two involved? The two opposed vehicles and the suspect vehicle, or how many Utah County vehicles?
Yeah, I'm not sure how many Utah County officers were involved in this incident. That's part of what will come out during West Valley's investigation on the officers.
Were there any other vehicles involved in any kind of way beyond this suspect vehicle and then the law enforcement vehicles? I mean, it's a busy highway. You know, was anyone else caught up in it?
I don't know the answer to that. Yeah, sorry.
What was the person wanted for?
I'm not sure. I do know that, like I said, Utah County was investigating some major crimes, something that falls under their major crimes umbrella, and that brought them up here to West Jordan to continue pursuit of that suspect, and that's why it happened here. So.
And I know we're asking you questions, but the original investigation that Utah was handling, where was that located originally?
I'm not sure, what part of Utah County that investigation began in, but those investigations generally they begin within that county. It's assigned to somebody within that unit. As they continue the investigation, suspects may be other places other than that original jurisdiction where the crime that they're investigating originally was committed. If that makes sense.
Any police officer in leave absent at this point?
I'm not sure. I don't know if Utah County's put any officers on leave. I can't answer that because I don't know the answer. Sorry.
So Sergeant, I have a question for you. So
Yeah.
It sounds like you guys are just peripherally involved. Is there a reason they asked you to come out here and give information that you basically can't answer? And who would our point of contact be for this information?
So because this happened in West Jordan, I'm just providing you with the information that we know at this time. Utah County will be the one who will be able to release additional information after these interviews today. So I won't have access to any of the information regarding the investigation after this. So.
As far as the impact here in West Jordan goes, it looks, I can't tell if it's already opening up, but is this going to be opening up pretty quickly?
I'm not sure if we've opened it. Have we opened it up?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's been opened up at this point. It was closed at 2200 West for eastbound traffic for a little while, but yeah, it looks like it's open now. So.
As far as time of when this occurred, you have that info?
I don't have the exact time. Somewhere around 11 a.m. Okay, sounds like the call came in around 11:14 this morning.
Did you all have any involvement, or is there collaboration there? Were you aware this was coming through, or was this kind of news to West Jordan PD?
Our officers were just called to come and help with the incident. Obviously, it was a pretty significant incident that happened right here in our city, and our officers just want to make sure that everybody's okay, do our best to keep everybody safe, and so our officers responded to help out. So.
I guess as far as being aware of the operation happening in advance, is
got it. I'm not sure if Utah County reached out. That may be a question at a later date to ask Utah County.
Was the suspect shot?
That's part of what West Valley OICI protocol team, that's what they're going to investigate. I can't confirm whether or not that individual was shot. I can tell you that they were transported to a local hospital in stable condition.
Can you confirm if the suspect was a male or female?
The suspect was a male. Yeah, I do not have the identity of the suspect though.
And he said stable for male. So.
Yes.
Do we know if this is an adult or juvenile? Are we safe to say man?
I'm not sure if it's an adult or a juvenile. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.